Welcome, ladies and gents, to this very exciting chapter. This one is about setting the goals, and not so just the random goals, no, the right goals. So right meaning right for you, of course. So in the end, growth is all about developing yourself and unveiling the layers of what you call you, so we can find your truest core. But of course, when you found it, you also need to know what you're gonna do, and goals will help you with this. So an eye-opener for me in this realm was that not everybody is setting goals. And secondly, if they set goals, they often do it in a wrongly execution or in a wrongly fashion, so to say. So that's what this chapter is all about. I will show you how to select goals, how to pick the right goals, meaning right again, right for you. And eventually, next chapters are all about execution. But before we execute, as Bruce Lee once said, point to the moon. Perhaps if you miss the moon, you will even land across the stars, so to say. Okay, so the chapters in this part are about clarifying your vision and values. So it's important, of course, that you know why you're doing what you're doing. So what's your vision? What's your drive? What's your goal? What is making you get up when everything is down? So what pushes you? We have to find this because things will get thrown at you. People, activity, even life itself, everything will push against you at moments. Sometimes you swim with the current, sometimes you have to force a little bit. So you will have to know what's your end goal. That's the one that pulls you up when you're down. Secondly, picking the right goal. What goal is gravitating? What goal is attracting you, pulling you in? So the gist of that chapter is all about you're selecting the goal, but if you found the right goal, it's also like the goal is selecting you. It pulls you in. All you want to do is work at the goal. It's sort of a mutual attraction, so to say. Then a very cool example on how to set and execute 50-year goals. Some very valuable insights in that regard. Of course, some tools which you might never use, but at least it's fun to know that they exist. And I will also show you how I select my goals and how I execute on them, etc. So it might help that you have an example in that regard. Then not at least as important as everything else, that's how to do this in sustainable fashion, how to align your goals, how to align activities. For example, you can combine several goals. You can combine the present with your future goals, all these mixtures, so to say. So a very stupid example would be, for example, listening to podcasts while you're driving. Okay, so many more tips in that regard, how to build something sustainable. And then finally, if you're not succeeding, what helps? What else can pull you up? Because we all fall. And that's the beauty of humanity. We also tend to get up. So how to do that? That's in the final chapter. And of course, we end with a conclusion. So I am very much looking forward to this one. Let's jump right in clarifying your vision. We continue based on the core values and the strengths and the character traits from previous book. And we will refine them in this chapter before the second part. We'll select your right goal. So first, clarifying your visions and goals. I hope to see you there. Cheers. Player out.